My name is Gavin. I run AMJ Tech. We work with businesses to help them reliably back up their data, analyze their data, or share their data with their customers and users. We do this by providing apps like CSV Getter. CSV Getter is an online app that lets you log in, connect to or upload your data, and create an export URL to send that data wherever it needs to go. We believe that some really cool apps and systems can be made by keeping things simple. And today we're talking to a user of CSV Getter called Charlie Greener, who runs the guide site Theria Games. Charlie has built some powerful web apps using WordPress and CSV Getter, and today, in this video, he's going to tell us how he got on using the product and what he's managed to achieve.
So yeah, hi everyone, my name's Charlie, and I run a mobile gaming guide website called theriagames.com. And on that website, we kind of display guides along with things like web apps such as like calculators and tools and things like that, to allow mobile gamers that kind of understand the game that they're playing a little bit better, and to give them that competitive advantage.
So obviously, Charlie, you're a user of CSV Getter. So before talking about that, I just thought I'd ask you, before you came across the app, what was it that you were trying to achieve?
So basically, I had all of this data, like loads and loads and loads of data. And I was trying to get it onto my WordPress site so that my users could use it in a way that was quite quick, in a way that they could filter and search for various different things. However, I didn't want to go through the painstaking process of getting set up through with like the APIs that connect through to WordPress and setting up big bulky databases and things like that. I just wanted a solution that was lean. I wanted a solution that would take me, minimal time to build and to just get out there and let my users play with it and test it and give me feedback. And so that's where I turned to CSV Getter.
Great. So what is it about CSV Getter that made it your step forward in solving this problem?
Yeah, so one of the things that was super easy with CSV Getter, and that's why I kind of took forward with it, was that all the data I had is already in spreadsheets. So it was simple enough to export it as a CSV file, and then from there, it allowed me to easily upload it, which gave me a URL. It also gave me a proxy URL, which kind of limits the amount that users can see or the amount of data that users can see at once, which is super ideal to my situation. And yeah, this is just really down to the fast deployment was kind of why I brought in CSV Getter, because I was trying to display millions and millions of lines of data. So through CSV Getter, what I ended up doing was I spliced down the CSV into multiple kind of URLs to call from. And from there, I was able to very quickly kind of produce the tool that I was looking to produce in a way that was fast and efficient, in a way that allowed me just to get it pushed out there so I could get user feedback super quick. And yeah, it's been absolutely great. The feedback from it's been great, and the technical side of it, everything's working perfectly.
Great. So kind of in a nutshell, what have you been able to build with CSV Getter?
Yeah, so there's a few different kind of things that I've been able to build. So the first one, like I kind of touched on there, was simply displaying data about a game. So in these games that our users play, there's like a map, and on those maps, there's lots of coordinates, and our users want the coordinates for specific in-game things. And so this allowed us to display the data that we had collected to our users so that they could query the map and find out the coordinates of the items they wanted. So that was kind of the first tool that we built. After that, we then built a dictionary, or like a catalog, if you like, of in-game characters. So this allowed players to filter characters, to search for characters, and that has also proved very popular. And then the third tool that we built on it is a comparison tool as well. So it will pull up the statistics of two characters side by side, and then you can analyze what character is better under each situation because that data is supplied side by side. So it makes it super easy for our users to understand two different characters, or for a more typical business case, two different products, having it side by side. And that was very easy and rapid to deploy, which is great.
Awesome. So would you recommend the app to anyone else who uses WordPress?
Yeah, absolutely. WordPress for me has definitely been a headache at times. There's lots of plugins out there that can, deliver various databases or CSVs and things like that. But there's a lot of tinkering required. There's a lot of work on the back end required. If you're like me, I know a bit about WordPress, I know a bit about web development and things like that. Um, but this just allowed me just to get stuck into the deep end really, really quickly and not have to faff about with lots of different things. And it allowed me to ship the web apps that I was making out very, very quickly. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. And the bonus as well, is that unlike a lot of the plugins where usually you have to pay like a yearly fee up front, which can be really quite expensive, especially if you're a small business or a startup like myself. Having that option for the monthly payments really brings down that kind of upfront kind of scare, if you like. So, you can build it very, very cheaply on that monthly plan and see if it works and see if it's suitable for yourself. And if it is, then great, you can continue.
You've obviously used CSV Getter and WordPress to build pretty powerful online apps to do with mobile gaming. Can you think of any other industries where WordPress and CSV Getter may be a solution?
Yeah, I mean, I can think of pretty much give me an industry and I'll give you an example kind of situation. I mean, the dictionary that I built for these in-game characters, that could be easily be a catalog of products. If you know you've got an e-commerce store or something like that. It's very easy to get something that's searchable and filterable, that showed the images, that showed the text and things like that, shipped and online and deployed. The other thing that I made the character comparison tool, and kind of touched on this earlier, but if you again had like a product, or even if you wanted users to be able to weigh up the pros and cons of different, I don't know, pricing plans on a SaaS platform, or say that you develop software and you have like customized plans and you want some sort of comparison, then again, that would work for that too. I mean, for me, it's contextualized within mobile games, definitely, but the application goes so much further than that. So yeah, like I said, give me an industry and I'll give you an example because it's so widespread with what you can use it.
That's awesome. Thanks very much, Charlie.
Yeah, no problem at all.
There'll be a link to Charlie's website, Theria Games, in the description, and we'll try to include some of the code examples for what Charlie has built using CSV Getter. If you have any questions for me about the app and how it works or how you get to trial it, then obviously just fire me a message. There'll be an email in the description.